Hey guys, it's Nimbus. I am back today with a whole nother reading for you guys. Sorry, I've been a little sporadic recently. There's been a lot going on, so bear with me. But I just got a new deck on Friday. It's the Moon and Stars Tarot. So yeah, I figured let's just, let's get it started today with this. I am gonna do like a little, just kind of like showcase of this deck since it is a new deck. So we got a little book, not too crazy. Each one has its own little page for the major arcana. The world. The art is awesome, and then the minor arcana has these kinds of pages. But the art is so cool. Anyway, but yeah, so I'm very excited because obviously we are coming towards May, so I just can't get over these cards. I'm sorry. Here, look, like the moon and the sun, like that is so cool. Anyway, we're definitely about to get started. But I am just very excited. All right, so yeah, let me not say so again. Let me get that through once, and yeah, let's get going. So this is just, oh, these are, I forgot these cards were already floppy. Not like floppy, but like they're nice. They're like you don't have to like separate them at all or anything. They're not like stuck together. They're nice. Anyway, so this is going to be just a check-in for what May could be bringing you and what could be happening for you in May. So there we go. There's the one I was looking for. All right. Spirit, what can we expect for the month of May? I think the card that already flipped out was the moon, but let me see. Yep, the moon. Misinterpretation. Makes sense though. Mother's Day is coming up soon. Well, Six of Cups reversed, the past. Yeah, chaos, achievement. Okay, well, I don't know why they both came out, but I wonder if there's something about that. I put them back because usually when it's more than one, I put them back. Four of Swords, recuperation, but the Four of Swords is reversed. So I wonder if there's something that you've been trying to get over that either has been misconstrued. Yeah, you've been looking for guidance for something, but maybe you misconstrued the guidance, or maybe you misinterpreted something, maybe like about your past that might be throwing something off. Yeah, Knight of Swords, reversed, drama. I wonder if there's something, maybe there's drama that you're trying to prevent. Okay, that's 3 cards. Let's see. Spirit, can you clarify the Six of Cups for me, please? Oh, okay. Four of Wands, celebration in reverse. So the Six of Cups reversed already came out. So the Four of Wands reversed came out. To clarify, it seems like that there's something that is in your past that you felt had been a little excessive. Yeah, exactly. Transformation, the tower moment reversed. It felt like it was a tower moment, or a tower moment was needed. And this is kind of telling you like there's things, Justice and the Hermit came out. There's things that are coming up that maybe you don't feel like you've completed, right? The Two of Wands, planning. Maybe you don't feel like you're completing something, but Spirit's definitely saying like, you're doing it. Like, keep going, because the month of May is, Obviously, spring is going right now. It's the end of April, so we're not really getting much more snow anymore. You know, who knows? But you know, the sun's been out. It's been beautiful. The trees and everything on all plants have been coming back to life. All the squirrels have been out. You know, that kind of thing. Birds have been out. So I wonder if it's just a matter of like a little rebirth kind of needs to happen. Like, oh my God, you've reached the end of the cycle. You've reached the end of the cycle and you don't know where specifically to go from here. Oh my gosh. Which is why it's been confusing, and which is why you're looking for, security, and why the Hierophant came out, because you're looking for guidance on how to navigate after the cycle has been broken. I see. Okay, that makes more sense. The tower moment already happened. Well, obviously, but the tower moment already happened. You've already started to pick up the pieces and started to keep going already. But you just got to remember that, you know, the devil reversed, obsession, you got to remember that you are in control of how you rebuild your life and what happens when you rebuild your life. I don't know where this actually just came from. King of Swords, knowledge, reversed. I'm going to put this back, but as you go through making sure that you actually completed the cycle, things are going to come up to test you to make sure that you have actually completed the cycle and that you're ready to apply the things that you've learned. I think the main thing to keep in mind right now is that if you have completed the cycle and spirit is telling you, or spirit is trying to nudge you into, you know, say your cycle was about like your job, and you really you don't like going to your job, you hate going there every single day, you know, it's never this is a couple cards. Two of Pentacles and the Lovers came out. Balance and decisions. Well, right, yeah, exactly. You gotta, especially with stuff like your job, like it sucks when you can't find that work-life balance that actually works, where you feel comfortable at your job. But what Spirit is trying to say, that say Spirit has been trying to push you to a new job, or like try to like nudge you out of your job to do something else, or, you know, say like I was saying, say that you really just dread your job and you do not like going there, but every single day you still wake up and you're like, but I gotta make this money, but I don't know what else to do. But it seems like Spirit's been trying to nudge you already. And, you know, maybe you haven't been listening, maybe just not been paying attention, or maybe just not seeing where you're supposed to go, which is totally understandable and fine. Spirit just wants you to know that the answers are there for you when you're ready to find them. You know, Spirit is willing to tell you these things, but you just have to actually listen to them, you know. And it might not be something that you know, it's ultimately going to be something that you enjoy more, right? Ace of Pentacles, growth, reversed, right? It's going to be something that you enjoy more than the thing that you have now, than the job that you have now, but it will also offer you more growth in ways that you never thought was possible. You know, so that's the important part too. Like, it's not just about what you're going to enjoy doing, but it's also what's going to help you grow too. Like, yeah. Everything's reversed. Why is there so many reversed cards? Ten of Pentacles reversed. Wealth. It seems like that there might be some type of, I don't want to say a blockage because it's not that kind of energy, but it's definitely like a kind of like heaviness. Just a mindset of how money works. You know what I mean? I think it's, okay. A new job with the right amount of pay is going to do great things for how you view money and your relationship with money. Obviously, if you get paid more, it's easier to do stuff, but this is more so like when you start doing or having a job that you enjoy more than, you know, a regular mundane 9 to 5, you tend to enjoy making that money more simply because you're enjoying what you do and it's not as boring as what you could have been doing anyway. You know what? Does that make sense? So with this new job, it's going to offer you growth in, you know, personal aspects and financial and maybe some other aspects too. Yeah, let's keep this going. Spirit, any other messages for what May is bringing us? Ace of Wands, new beginnings, exactly. And I was just hearing as I was shuffling, we have to remember that these tower moments aren't just to tear us down and tell us how shitty we are, because that's really not what it is. It's tearing stuff down in order to rebuild something better that actually serves us. Or more so, tearing down the things that no longer serves us to make space for the things that do serve us. Sometimes we've built, you know, a foundation and then a whole house and a whole, you know, skyscraper on top of shit simply because it was comfortable. But is it stable? You know what I mean? So Spirit wants you to know that these new beginnings that are coming for you aren't going to be, it might feel scary, but they're not going to be, what's the word that I'm looking for? They're not going to be as jarring as things that have happened before are. You know, like things might be changing a little bit slowly, or like maybe like one or two things, small things at a time, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be like I was here and now I'm here. You know what I mean? Like it's not going to turn your world upside down, because I feel like that already might have happened. It's not funny. I'm sorry. It's not funny. This is definitely my reading. So this is funny. Yep, Page of Swords, education. It's all to make sure that you can put forward the energy that you've been wanting to put forward and been wanting to embody. You know, this is all about, exactly, embracing or getting over your insecurities, so that way these blockages and these, you know, weights that are attached to whatever it is are no longer attached to us anymore. You know, May is, you know, April showers bring May flowers. Like May is all about growth. May is all about, you know, the beginning of, you know, really seeing the outcome of the things that you've planted, right? So like if you planted stuff in the end of March, now your stuff's probably starting to grow. Exactly. Queen of Pentacles, excuse me, Five of Chaos, nailed it. Five of Wands, Chaos. Queen of Pentacles, stability. Five of Wands was reversed, but it feels like that kind of, that you know, feeling of never-ending chaos or almost seemingly never-ending chaos is on its way out now, simply because it seems like there's a, yeah, Nine of Swords, trauma. It seems like that there's, you know, stuff that you have been working through. Like I've been saying, there's, you know, you've been working through it. There might still be more stuff to work on, but Spirit is saying that the stuff that you have done has already been huge. You know what I mean? It's already taken up, I mean, done really good. Right, exactly. Treat yourself with kindness, the Six of Pentacles. When you treat yourself with kindness, you show your body and your nervous system that you are okay to calm down and that you are okay to actually enjoy the things that you are telling yourself that you can enjoy. You know, if we spend all of our lives in fight or flight mode and, you know, just so Right, you know, my dad told me if I walked around all the time so angry, I was just gonna have a heart attack before I'm 30, and he's not wrong. Like, I don't know why I looked at this, but the King of Swords reversed, knowledge on the bottom. But he would always tell me that, and I definitely agree with that because, yeah, exactly. Six of Wands, achievement. There are things that you are able to grow past when you handle them with kindness and when you handle yourself with kindness and treat yourself like you deserve the respect that you've been giving other people. One, you feel a sense of achievement because you're finally doing the thing that you wanted to do the whole time, but it's also very satisfying because you are finally able to show yourself like, look, I've done the work. I see my progress. Look, you know, other people might not see your progress, but at least you can say like, look, ancestors, spirit, whoever you want to talk to, God, creator, universe, whatever you want to say, or whoever you want to talk to about it, they're going to be happy for you simply because you've made the right steps forward for yourself. You know what I mean? They're on your side always. So making the correct steps and making any steps anyway and treating yourself with kindness is always going to do much more for you. Yeah, that's beautiful. And all of that, that's a lot of cards. And all of that treating yourself with kindness will also be a good way for you to help get yourself through the triggering moments from trauma. You know, the triggering moments, you know, it happens literally out of anywhere, you know. Three of Swords, heartbreak, it hurts. You know, when you get triggered, it hurts again. It's like it never left, and that it's not fun. But you have to remember that once the time has passed for those things to end, those things have passed and it's ended. You know, it's not, I'm not saying get over it, deal with it, you suck because, you know, it happened. I'm not saying that. I am saying though, like, you can't dwell in it forever because it's just telling your body to just stay, you know, anxious and upset the whole time. You know, if you actually, you know, and I'm not going to tell you how to feel because you are entitled to feel however you want to feel, but you got to take action. And that's all it is. I mean, it sounds a little harsh when you put it that way, but it's also like spirit isn't just going to save you. You have to show spirit that you are willing to do the work. And since this person has, you right now have done the work, I don't really see a point in saying, you know, be careful while you're doing the work. But at the same time, it feels like that there is still some to do. So it's not, you know, but it's definitely, yeah, the King of Swords knowledge reversed came out again. So it feels like that there's some knowledge that you're not quite, you got it, like you know it, but it feels like that you're not quite putting it to the right use, if that makes sense. Like you know exactly, like in theory, you know how a squared plus b squared equals c squared, or how the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. But, you know, if you looked at an actual cell, could you point it out? Or if you had like an actual math equation, would you actually be able to figure it out? I cannot. So there's that. But the mitochondria was always purple. I'll die on that hill. Anyway, so with that being said, these things require action from you. Like, you have to take into account, like, yes, you've been doing work. Yes, it's tiring. Yes, it's very, very emotional or difficult to do these things. And it can leave you very emotional. But you also have to remember that spirit is also trying to push you to do the things that you know and that spirit knows that you can do. So when you sit here and say, you know, oh, I haven't even made any progress, I don't even know, right, King of Wands, passion, you have to show that you've done the work. You have to show and believe and have that like oomph behind you to show that you are ready to actually do these things. And it's difficult, and it's definitely not like a one-day process of, oh, I got it, let's do this. You know, like, it's definitely not like that. But it really is like, it is taking one step at a time and like really, yep, the hermit, solitude. It really is like taking one step at a time and really just letting it all kind of sink in as you go. Like, nobody's expecting you to just get it overnight, and nobody's going to tell you to just get it overnight, because that's simply just unrealistic. Like, but with you, with the person watching right now, I think that since you have done so much work already, and that it feels like that the tower moments kind of subsided for a while, it seems like that now, if you're just looking for guidance, Spirit is looking to just take you with them. Not like that. You're gonna stay here with us. Thank you, sweetie. But the point being is that Spirit is really trying to help you elevate, and really trying to help you like get to where you want to be, and where Spirit knows, and where you know you can be. You know, Spirit is just going to give you what you believe that you can get, right? So if you don't think that you deserve these things, why would Spirit help you get these things? Like, Spirit just wants to know that you agree, that you know that you deserve these things. And that comes from these tower moments, from these triggering moments, from all of these other things where it's just saying, where the moment is just saying like, how are you going to respond? You know, choose your response carefully, like that kind of thing. Like, yeah. And if you got to take time for yourself, you got to take time for yourself. If you got to rest, you got to rest. We're still human. No matter what everybody says, yes, we are energy, but we are still human. Living in a human body, existing in a human world, we get tired. I mean, it's just the reality of it. I feel like the important thing to remember is to just keep going. There are going to be things to throw you off. There are going to be things to try to get you totally fucked up. But if you remember that you have done the work, and that you've actually sat through a lot of the darkness to get to where you are now, I'm not going to say like the whole like reclaim your power, because then you'll just start ascending and whatever stuff, because that's, but what I am going to say is, if you reclaim your power and you actually believe in yourself and your power, because you are powerful, you can't be shaken. The tower moments might happen, but they're not going to affect you they'll definitely affect you, but they're not going to, you're not simply going to crumble because of a tower moment. You're going to know how to get back up, and how to rebuild, and how to do it again if you have to. It might not happen again. Who knows? But that all depends on how you rebuild this time, and how you begin or already began to rebuild. Does it need to come back down? Does your foundation need to be torn up again? Does the 7th floor need to be fixed? You know what I mean? Like, stuff like that. Like, it might be weird, but sometimes it is really just good to start with the simple questions, or like the questions that just seem weird to ask yourself, like, but it's worth asking those questions. Like, you know, the questions you haven't asked yourself in years, like, why do I feel that way? You know, I don't even know what. But do you know what I mean? Like, asking yourself like the basic questions, like where did that feeling come from? Where does that stem from? You know, is that a childhood issue? Is that, you know, stuff like that, like finding where your triggers come from, asking what's going on, asking, you know, checking in with yourself and really making sure that you are okay first. You know, you can't just expect everybody to tiptoe around your stuff simply because you're working on it. I mean, I had to learn that. I didn't expect anybody to, but I wanted them to. You know what I mean? So even that want for them to do that is still wrong, because they don't have to do that at all. My triggers are my responsibility to fix. And my tower is, or, you know, my, whatever you want to call it, my tower moment that my tower, my temple, whatever you want to call it, whatever foundation that was shook and whatever crumbled, you know, a lot of those things went with it simply because I didn't need to keep telling myself those things. And I didn't need to keep having people in my life who were telling me those things. And I definitely didn't need to have like those thoughts at 3 a.m. when I'm just trying to sleep, telling me that, you know, I'm not good enough, I don't deserve anything, whatever it is. You were born, so you deserve to be loved, and you deserve people who actually care about you. Period. But completing these cycles and getting through these tower moments and the heartbreak and whatever else, you know, 9 of Swords moments that happen, those are the things that are going to help you find the person who's really there for you and the people who are really there to be there for you and to help you. But you have to be willing to do a lot of that work for yourself first. You have to be willing to actually try to put the energy in. Sorry, my dog's dreaming a little bit. But you have to be really willing to put that work in and actually take action for it. Like, it's not enough to just say to yourself, like, okay, tomorrow I'm gonna be better. Like, what are you gonna do tomorrow that you are actually going to put into practice? And this isn't to be mean or harsh or anything. This is like to be genuine. Like, what are you actually going to do tomorrow? Like, if that situation happens again tomorrow, are you going to just go back to what you did before? Or is it going to be a couple days and then you're going to go back to it, what you did before? Or is it going to be a month and then you're going to go back to it? Like, what? Like, you have to be willing to actually do this work and keep it going. You know what I mean? Like, Spirit is trying to show you that the work that you put in is great and that you are able to do it. You know what I mean? So if you are already able to do it, why not just keep pushing through to the next piece that you deserve? Whatever that is. Because you deserve, I don't even know whatever it is, but you definitely deserve it. You put all that work in. I am going to just shuffle up one more time and see if there's any other messages from Spirit for May. It's gonna be May. Yeah, 6 of Cups past, reversed again. I mean, just if stuff keeps coming up from the past, just make sure that you ground yourself and you know, like, the things that happened in the past are done and they're over with. And it might have sucked and it might have been painful, but at least I am through it now and I've gotten past it and it's in the past now. It's all the way behind me. I don't have to think about it anymore. Yes, the experience shaped me and who I am, and it is my responsibility to help myself get through those things. But the important thing to remember is you got through those things. Whether that was with help or by yourself, you got through those things. And you get to figure out how you get to rebuild. And that's going to be a huge step in any of this. Just making sure that you can stand in your power. I think that's awesome, because when you stand in your power, and it's a YouTuber that I watch sometimes. I can't remember, Chloe Taylor, I think. But she's always saying, you know, when you stand in your own authenticity, you empower everybody else to do the same. And that really is true. When you really own who you are and own the trauma that you've been through and own the fact that you've done the work and own these things, you know, no, you are not your trauma, but these things did happen to you. Acknowledging it sucks, but these things did happen. Whatever it may be, and I apologize if this did get a little bit triggering, I do apologize. But the more that you keep in mind, like, these things happened, yes, but I was able to get through it. I did get through it. I might not be the same person, but I am still here. But the more that you give yourself grace, because a lot of the trauma that we go through is not our own fault. So the more that we sit here and give ourselves grace and really tell ourselves it's okay, you've done the work, you've done a good job, it is okay, you are okay right now. The more we actually can sit there and tell ourselves that, that's important. Because that shows spirit that we are willing to actually accept the things that happen to us instead of just assume that shit is just going to get worse because it sucks. Yeah, I thank you guys so much for watching this. I know this was a little bit of a longer video today, but I really appreciate you guys watching this, and hope to catch you on the next one. Oh, go check out my website if you would like to. It's nimbusthepoet.com. Yeah, I got my poetry up there. I have one-on-one readings if you would like to purchase one. Yeah, go check it out. It's nimbusthepoet.com. Yeah. Thank you guys again for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. I love you guys. Bye.